Hello, thank you for tuning in to another episode of MCLE TV. My name is Sergio, and welcome to a new segment we like to call The Scoop. Today, we have a special guest. You might remember her from when she was a server at the Off Lake Bistro. She is now a life enrichment assistant in the courtyards. Please help me welcome Melisa. Hi, Melisa.
Hi, thank you, Sergio, and hello, everyone. So today we are going to make a party favorite,
Yeah.
and one of my favorites. We are going to make guacamole.
Yes.
So we're going to need a few simple ingredients, which most we probably have at home already. So we will need the most important ingredient, which is avocado. We will need some onion, some lime, tomato, salt and pepper, a jalapeno, and some cilantro, and of course some tortilla chips. So let's get started.
Yeah.
So always start off by washing your hands. And
Very
now,
important, everybody.
very important. So now we are going to put on our gloves.
And don't worry, wash your hands before this.
And a quick shout out to the kitchen staff for letting me borrow their beautiful cutting knife and their very sharp knife.
Safety first, everybody.
Safety
Safety
first.
first.
Gloves are also important because we will be handling some jalapeno. We don't want to spice up our hands. Trust me, that does not feel good. All right, so we are going to start off with the most important recipe. We're going to start off with the avocados. So we have already some cut here, but I will show you how to cut an avocado if you don't know yet. So we're going to grab our knife. We are going to gently press the knife down in the avocado. And then as soon as we feel that resistance, that core, we're gonna keep the knife on the core, and we're just going to turn the avocado to a 360 turn. And then once we go all the way around, we are going to gently twist and pull open, and voila.
Yeah.
And now to take off the core, we are going to grab our knife again. We are going to gently just tap on the core, and like the way we cut the avocado, we are going to twist and pull, and voila. I'm going to gently take this off, throw this in the trash. And now we are going to slice the avocados. So we're just going to cut some squares in the avocado, like so. Size doesn't matter, just as long as they're in squares. Here we go. And then Sergio, I will need your help.
Of course.
You can go ahead and scoop these out.
Sounds good.
Here you go. So Sergio,
Yeah.
do you know how this recipe first started?
Please do share.
All right. So it actually started by the Aztecs. They invented guacamole. So when the Spaniards arrived to the New World, they actually discovered an Aztec sauce called guacamole. And mole was a Nahuatl word for something smashed or pureed.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard that it's a very typical Mexican dish, but I did not know the history of it, which is awesome. You share that with us. Thank you, Melisa.
You're welcome. We're just gonna keep slicing these into squares. Here we go. So the softer these avocados are, the better the recipe will come out. Here we go.
Is that important when choosing an avocado?
Yes, actually, when you are picking the avocados, you want to make sure that they are soft. So you're going to go and grab an avocado. These are already sliced open, but I will show you. You will gently squeeze the avocado, and if they feel soft, then it's perfect and it's ready. And that's how we pick an avocado.
Very nice, very nice.
So I'm just gonna slice this one. And put this one over to you.
Thank you, thank you.
And while Sergio is doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and chop off some cilantro. So you can chop off the cilantro with knife, or if you don't want to use a knife, you can go ahead and just tear them with your fingers. It's hard to show you with the gloves on, but you don't really need a knife. But when you are chopping with a knife, you want to go ahead and just slice the cilantro. You do want to include the stem because the stem does hold a lot of flavor.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my mom actually told me that. She's the one that actually taught me how to make this recipe. She actually, it's one of the first things I learned how to cook. I don't know if you consider cooking, but
That would be considered cooking. Why not, right?
so when I would ask her how to make this, I would ask her about measurements. And my mom grew up in Mexico, and that's where she learned how to cook. So she told me once that they don't use measuring cups or spoons. They measure by taste or by eye. Actually, in college, I called her for a recipe or to help me how to make something. And I asked her, I said, Mom, ¿cuánto agua le pongo al arroz?
Which means how much water do I put in the rice?
And she would just say, oh, just stick your finger in there and measure it just like that, or, crazy stuff like that. So then we are going to go ahead and add some of the cilantro that we just cut. So I don't know how much to put in, but I just like to just sprinkle some in there. Maybe about 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons. And now we're going to add...
It all depends on how much you want to taste.
Yeah.
It's all about you.
My sister loves cilantro, so she wants me to put extra cilantro. All right, so now we're gonna have the onions and the tomatoes. We're gonna add those in. A little tip that my mom told me to cut onions with, to prevent your eyes tearing up, is to put some lemon on your knife before chopping the onions, and that should stop you from tearing up. I actually never tried it, but I heard it works.
So let us know if you do try it. Let us know if it works, because we really do want to find out if it's an actual fact or not. So please put some comments below. Let us know if this works for you.
All right, so now we're gonna add some onions. For this, I think you want to put half a cup if you want to measure it, but I'm just going to put like a handful in here. There we go.
Smells delicious.
I love the smell of onions. And then we have some tomatoes. The sizes doesn't really have to be, there's no precise sizing. When you cut them, you just want to make sure that they're chopped. So again, we're just going to put half a cup if you want to measure again, or a handful. And Sergio, do you want to squeeze some lime in there?
How much lime should we put?
About the whole thing. You can squeeze the whole thing. So the reason why we put lime in there is, most importantly, it's for flavor. But another reason why we put lime in there is so that way it stops the avocado from turning black. And the lemon actually makes this last longer. So now we're gonna add some jalapeno. There's some cilantro on it, sorry. I love cilantro. Even the jalapeno loves the cilantro. So we're just going to slice the jalapeno in half. All right, and then my mom would tell me to scrape off the seeds. Do you know why we scrape off the seeds?
Yeah, I do know why we scrape off the seeds. The seeds is actually what has the spice thing on the chile. So you want to make sure, if you don't like spicy stuff, this is for you. Take out the seeds. That will be less spicy. So it's very important that if you don't like spicy food, you pay attention to this part.
Scrape off them seeds. Okay, so I'm just gonna put half of one, but if you want to add the whole thing, you can. So we're just going to, it's hard to work with these gloves. So we're just going to dice these.
Ooh, I can smell the spiciness of the jalapeno.
Again, size doesn't matter, just as long as they're finely chopped. Sorry. Here we go.
Melissa, did you know that in the 20th century, avocado was known as the alligator pear?
Was it?
Well, it was. And I think the reason why it was named the alligator pear is because of the appearance of the actual avocado. And it was in debate for a very, very long time until everybody settled to calling it the avocado, which I'm very happy they did. Because I don't know if I really like the alligator pear. That sounds a little strange to me. I don't see myself going to the store, hey, do you guys have some alligator pear? Or why is your alligator pear so expensive? So I'm very, very happy that they settled for avocado. Don't you think?
Yeah, I like that. Or if you go to the store, hey, do you have some alligator?
That's just weird. I don't think people will be comfortable asking that at the grocery store.
No.
So we're very, very glad it changed.
Although I have tried alligator once in New Orleans.
How was that?
Very interesting. So we're just going to drop these jalapeno slices in there. And we're just going to mix that a little bit more.
There we go.
I think we want to add a little bit of more onion and a little bit more tomato. This is what my mom means by eyeing it. So I think it needs a little bit more onions, a little more tomato.
It definitely does need a little bit more color, so go ahead, add some tomato up in here.
So if you could see, it's kind of pureed, but you can still see some chunks in there. We're gonna add a little bit of more cilantro. And now we're just gonna add the final touches, which are the salt and pepper. So again, there's no really a measurement for the salt and pepper. We're just gonna put in a pinch of salt, or a couple pinches, and a couple of pinches of pepper. There we go. There we go.
And of course, just keep in mind this is going to be for you, so you can add as much or as little as you want.
And we're just gonna stir it a little bit more, and I think that looks great.
It looks delicious.
All right,
It
so
looks delicious.
now we're gonna go ahead, bring out the tortilla chips, and if there's anybody out there who wants to try some,
Anybody in the
out
audience?
Oh, me!
Come on over, Cesar. I know you're dying to try this
Oh,
recipe.
yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo.
All right, here you go.
Hold on, I gotta put my gloves on.
Please, please.
Yeah, I gotta stay cleanly.
Now, you have to be honest with us and with our fans. Come on over.
Well,
Let us know what you think.
Grab your chip.
I'm big on guacamole.
Grab your chip. On a count of 3, let's dip. 1, 2, 3.
You guys first. You gotta get. Right in there, just like Mom used to make. Awesome. Thank you. This is delicious. Can I have some more?
Yeah. And there we have it, guys. Guacamole.
Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below. We will see you soon.